Hello, my name's Bev, and 3 years ago I took up playing the recorder again after a 50-year gap. Right, so I've been volunteered to play a piece, a small concert in June, and still trying to decide which of these 6 lovely treble or alto recorders to play it on. The piece is Sonata in C major, the Largo movement, by J-B Loeillet, who was a French, or was he Belgian? One or the other. Baroque composer. Which recorders do I play it on? I've got quite a selection here, as you can see. I have got, this is a Moeck Grenadilla Blackwood Alto recorder made in Germany. Moeck is one of the leading brands of wooden recorders. So that's that one. This one so far is the favourite. Then we have this Pearwood, I think it's Pearwood. It's the Mollenhauer, who are the other main producers of wooden recorders from Germany. This is like your everyday recorder, if you like, your everyday wooden recorder. So that's that one. This one is another Moeck, and it is so beautiful. It is the most beautiful wooden recorder that I own. It's made from olive wood, which is very light, and as you'd expect, it's got a kind of light, fresh sort of sound. So that's those. This one is my only plastic one. It's a Yamaha. It's a really good one. It's in a horrible baby poo yellow, but it is one of the best plastic Yamahas that you can get, and it's got a really comparable tone to the wooden recorders, but it's got loads of advantages in that it's virtually zero maintenance. These guys, you have to oil all of them except this one, but I don't mean oil them like you'd oil a hinge. I mean you have to put some oil up the middle, which is called the bore, otherwise it can crack, dry out and crack. So anyway, that's the Yamaha. Now, where do we go next? This one is another Moeck. It's a Palisander wood, which is a really nice grainy wood, if you can see. It's a very warm, mellow sound, and for some time this was my favourite. This one is a Roessler handmade vintage recorder in Grenadilla, which is the same wood as that one, but this one is sort of top quality really, so this possibly could be a favourite for playing at the concert. I don't know. The problem you have with all the wooden ones is that you have to warm them up, otherwise they get full of condensation and you end up with a horrible muffled sound, and it's really difficult to get the top notes. So it's which recorder has got the staying power really, which I can depend on. I'd rather not play the plastic one. I can always depend on the plastic one, but I'd rather not, because plastic recorders still have this sort of school recorder group feel to them, don't they? Sort of almost like a stigma, but it is a very good recorder and I enjoy playing it, and it's a lot lighter than these guys, which are quite weighty. Anyway, these are my 6 treble recorders. What I'm going to do is warm up using the plastic Yamaha, and I'll probably play a section on each of the recorders rather than playing the whole thing 6 times, which you'd probably be sick to death of the sound of it by then. So what I'll do is I'll just play the first section on this to warm up Here goes. So that was the Yamaha. What shall I try next? Let's play the Palisander next. Now it repeats the first bit with a few bits of ornamentation going on. So here we go. So that's the Palisander. Next, I'll play the vintage Grenadilla, and we'll play the second part once on this. So that's the vintage Grenadilla, and it makes sense to play the more modern Grenadilla next by way of a comparison, because see which one is better. I'm going to start a couple of bars before the end of the first part of the second part, if you get my drift, because there's a bit of an ornamentation where it goes whoop, right up, as you will hear. So this is the other Grenadilla. So that's the other Grenadilla. What next? Right, pearwood next, and I'll play the first parts again on the pearwood. I'll play the repeat of the first part, which is a bit more fancy. beautiful olive wood, which I had revoiced a few months ago. It wasn't playing well, so it was revoiced, which means that the bores were increased a bit and various bits and pieces done to it by a recorder mechanic, and it's played a lot better since then. But it's a beautiful looking instrument. So I'll just play to the end on this one. You see, sometimes when you go straight in on a cold recorder to do a high note like that, it doesn't happen, and I don't want that to happen. I constantly imagine. Done it again. Right, so that's the piece on all 6 recorders, and I think the favourites are the 2 Palisanders, sorry, the 2 Grenadillas. I always get those woods confused, God knows why. 2 Grenadillas, the 2 Blackwood ones. Whether I play it on the vintage one or the newer one, don't know yet. Depends which is most reliable. Like I said, when I go in, head straight into it, I don't want I don't want to not be able to get the high notes because it's too cold. The recorder's too cold. And I don't want it to sort of muffle up like my voice is doing right now, as it tends to do when it starts to get full of condensation. That's the trouble with wooden recorders. And yeah, much as I like the plastic Yamaha, it doesn't quite come up to standard. But anyway, let me know in the comments below which recorder you think I should play.